capability will help you unzip or decrypt the file. Now today we are going to work on another scenario. Our management has asked us to create a backup of data. Our management has asked us to create a backup of data. We worked on condition 1, we worked on condition 2. Now let's work on condition 3. All these conditions we have defined for automations. Condition 3, data backup. So in this data backup, or you can say data export, data backup or data export. Remember, our management asked us to create a report. Our management asked us to create a report. That report should contain subscribers who have opened email for a particular job ID. So now another report they want us to create, where we have to get the list of subscribers who have opened our email in last 6 months. Basically, management wants to have a data of all engaged subscribers. Management wants to have a data of all engaged subscribers. Now, how you can identify if a subscriber is engaged to your marketing communications? If they open an email, if they click on email. So they just want subscriber key and they want job IDs on which they have performed open. And to validate the data, they want event date as well. So they want these 3 details from you, and this is a bulk data. That report which we created was for a particular job ID. That was a limited data. But now if you are going to have a data of last 6 months, suppose you are running an organization of Amazon, billions of people are there, billions of people open. You also might have opened hundreds of times their emails in last 6 months. So there is a huge data of transactions they have, the open transactions they have. Now this is a bulk data. I told you more than 20 MB of data you cannot download from a data extension. More than 20 MB of data you cannot download from a data extension. But your management wants to have you this last 6 months of data to be sent to them. But how you will be going to send to them? First of all, it is a bulk data, which means you cannot get it exported inside your desktop. It would be a privacy and data breach violation, because you might be working for banking clients, you might be working for insurance clients, some government agencies, defense agencies. Your client can be any, and they will never allow you to breach the data security. So they want a secured way to transfer a file to them. And what is the secured way to transfer a file to them? The secured way to transfer a file to them is to transfer the data on SFTP. Till now we have seen how we can import the data from SFTP to data extension. Now today we are going to see how we can extract the data and send that data to our client on the SFTP. So to do that, let's go to data extensions first and create a data extension where we will be storing this bulk record to be fetched from data views, and then we would see how to export that data to SFTP account. So we'll create a standard data extension, management report, total opens 6 months. So this is the name of the report. We'll click on next option. We'll have subscriber key. We'll have job ID, which is a number, and we have event date, which is a data type. Once we have created this data, we'll go to SQL and create an automation. We'll create automation. We'll click on schedule option, and we will use SQL activity. Click on choose option, click on create new, and we will define here name of this SQL, open 6 months. Click on next, and quickly we will have data views. Select subscriber key, comma, job ID, comma, event date from underscore open. So only a single table is required. We don't have to define any where clause because this will give you data for last 6 months. Click on next option. Select the data extension where you want to store. Total opens last 6 months. Click on next and finish. Define the name of this automation. Click on save option. Once you click on save, click on run once. Select this, click on run and run now. We already know how to run automation, have seen in previous classes. So once this automation runs, what it would do, it would populate this data extension with last 6 months of open, and that would be a bulk data which we have to export to our SFTP. That would be a bulk data which we have to export to our SFTP. So around 1683 opens we have in last 6 months. It can be 16 million for big enterprise. As we have a test account, we have less number of data here. So you see all the subscriber keys, whatever job IDs they are part of, and what are the event dates. Somebody opened in July, somebody in May. Okay. Whenever they have opened, somebody have opened on April as well. All these transactional details are there. Now we have to export this data and send to our SFTP. To export this data and send to our SFTP, we have data extract activity. Data extract activity would help you extract the data. Data extract activity will help you extract the data in multiple different ways. There is not a single way to extract data, but you have plenty of different ways to extract data. So one way is we have to export the data of a data extension. The one use case to export the data is to export the data of a data extension. So we will select extract type here as data extension extract, because we have to extract a data extension's data, and we'll click on next option. But before that, it is asking, once it extracts that data, what should be the name of that file? The name of the file should be .csv. So this is the name of the file you are going to the system is going to generate when it extracts the data. Management report total opens underscore 6 months is the name of the file. Once the data is extracted, it would be extracted with this file name. Click on next option. Now it is asking what is the customer key of a data extension which you have to extract. So the customer key is nothing but the external key of a data extension. System recognizes data extension in two ways: by the name of that data extension and by the external key of a data extension. This external key of a data extension is an auto-generated entity. So you just have to go copy the external key and provide that this is the data extension which you have to extract. DE customer key and external key are same meaning. Then you have to choose whether the extracted data should have column headers. Column headers means the field names. Subscriber key, job ID and event date are the column headers. And this is the data which you see here is the data. But the column headers are subscriber key, job ID and event date. So I will opt for has column headers. Click next option and click finish. But guys, where this extracted data will go? Where this extracted data will go? It will not directly go to SFTP because we have not defined anything. Whether it should go to an import folder, whether it should go to an export folder, or whether you have created any custom folder on SFTP, it should go to that particular folder. So directly if you work on data extract, the data would not land to SFTP. But where the data can be found? Where the data can be found? The data can be found in a safe house. Now what is a safe house? A safe house is a virtual directory like SFTP, but you do not have access to safe house. SFTP you have credentials to log in and perform functions. But Safehouse is also a virtual directory inside Salesforce Marketing Cloud, which you do not have access to. You have a file location from where you can use that Safehouse location for import export. For example, once I extracted the data, it went to Safehouse. Now from Safehouse, you have to send the data to SFTP. I extracted the data extension. It went to Safehouse. On Safehouse, I have a CSV file generated. From Safehouse, you have to send that data to SFTP folder. So the interview question here is explain the process of data extraction. Data extraction can work by using data extract activity. If you are willing to extract a data extension, you should choose extract type as data extension extract. And once you extract that data from that data extension by providing data external customer key or external key, a CSV file will be generated and placed on the safe house. And from the safe house, if you want to move that file to any folder of SFTP, you have to again use file transfer activity. You have to again use file transfer activity. Now file transfer activity, yesterday we used and today we will also use. So there are two types of file transfer. Two types of file transfer. One was inbound file transfer where file came to our SFTP. We used it for unzip or decrypt. Yesterday we utilized this inbound file transfer. But we are having a different case today. We want to export the data from Safehouse to SFTP. So we will use outbound file transfer capability, which is move a file from Safehouse, transfer files from Marketing Cloud secured file storage location to a selected transfer location. That is why we will use outbound file transfer activity, which is move a file from Safehouse. Click on next option. Now it is asking which file you want to move out of Safehouse. It is asking which file you want to move out of Safehouse. So remember, inside data extract activity, we defined a file naming pattern that once you extract the data, create this kind of file with this name. The same file you have to provide to this file transfer activity to look inside the safe house. And once it looks inside the safe house, you have to select a destination. Destination can be SFTP export directory. Destination can be SFTP export directory. Import directory of SFTP we use to import data. Export directory we will use to export the data. So this is the outbound file transfer we have done. So now this is a complete automation we have set. We will click on run once. Select all activities, click on run and run now. Once it completes, a file with this name will be present on our SFTP. Safe house you cannot log in and see. So you have to eventually move the data out of safe house to a particular file location. So now let me quickly open the FileZilla, and inside FileZilla let us open the SFTP account. So this was our host. We have our username. We have password. And we have port number. We'll click on quick connect option, click on OK option. And we have our SFTP directory opened. We have exported the file to export directory. So inside export directory, you would find that file once it is exported. So let's see what is the status of automation. So the automation is moving the file on the safe house. That means extracting the data. Let's wait. The data has been extracted successfully. Now the file transfer is taking place. Let's wait for file transfer to complete. File transfer is also complete. Now if we go and refresh SFTP, and you see that this is a new report which is present on our SFTP, which we just exported. So once we get that report, we can open that data which we have extracted from our data extension, and this is that data. This data is coming in a comma separated way. You can segregate it by going to data, text to column, click next, click comma here, next and finish. And you see that whatever we exported, subscriber key, job ID and event date from that data extension, entire around 1600 records, around 1682 records are exported successfully. So this is the use case of data extract activity and use case of file transfer activity. Two types of file transfer, inbound file transfer and outbound file transfer we have studied. Now let's work on the last use case of Automation Studio. Condition 4. Your management wants to get a detailed data extracted. Management wants to get detailed data extracted from system tables related to total opens, total clicks, total sends, total bounces, and sent it on SFTP. Now, when I say detailed data, that means here data view will not come into picture. Data view still provides you limited data tables. We have to extract the detailed data in a different format. Now, one way we can use data views and SQL queries to build our custom report, but that data we generally use for our marketing automation purpose. But there are some more details to the tracking which your management wants to see. Now, what are those more details to tracking? Let's understand. The tracking data can also be exported from Automation Studio. An interview question: how many ways you can export the tracking data from Salesforce Marketing Cloud? One way we have already seen is to query data view. It will give you last 6 months of data. But what about more than 6 months of data? What about I want to fetch the data from January? Inside this, you see, inside this data extension which we created from, I should say, data views, we are getting data from April, May, June, July, August, September. Okay. So last 6 months of data we are getting. But what about data which happened at January? How many people opened our email in February? How many people were sent in March? What about that? So let's modify this condition. Management wants to get detailed data extracted from system tables related to total opens, clicks, sends, and bounces from month of February. Okay. From month of February and sent it to SFTP. Now here a complex condition. Here the data view would not come into picture. Data view would not come into picture. What would come into picture? There is a functionality called tracking extract in the data extract activity. There is a functionality called tracking extract inside the data extract activity. Now we have defined an automation. We will use data extract activity. Click on choose option, create new data extract activity. We will define tracking Feb tracking extract. We want to extract data from February, only for February. Okay. File naming pattern, the same we can define. But here is a trick. Here is a trick. Only for data you are fetching from system tables which are related to tracking using automation. For example, we want to fetch opens, clicks, sends, bounces. So individual files will be generated. That means bounce.csv would be a file, opens.csv would be a file, sends.csv would be a file, clicks.csv would be a file, and all these files would be zipped inside a single file. So here, whenever you are extracting a tracking data, you don't have to utilize .csv. It is a trick and a troubleshooting option, an interview question. Whenever you are extracting the data which is related to tracking from Salesforce Marketing Cloud, which is non-SQL, then you have to use .zip, because for each event it is going to generate a single file. For total sends, it would be sends.csv. For clicks, it will be clicks.csv. For bounce, it will be bounce.csv. And all these whatever tracking events you want to extract would be clubbed into a single .zip file. So we have defined .zip as a file extension here. And then extract type would be tracking extract. Extract type would be tracking extract. Click next option. Now in tracking extract, you have options to select rolling range. Last 1 day of data, 7 days, 60 days, 90 days, or a specific range. We want data to be fetched from 1st of February. But here is a trick. You cannot fetch the data from February to till date, till today. You can only fetch data for 30 days in a stretch for past 6 months. So February is lying before 6 months. So there you have to define a 30-day time frame. Like from 1st Feb to 28th Feb or 2nd of March comes 30 days. So for 30 days only you can have a specific range, and this can go anytime. If you want to fetch data of 2020, 2018, if you have utilized Marketing Cloud at that time also, you can easily fetch that data, but only for a specific 30 days. To not give load to the system, Salesforce Marketing Cloud has this 30 days of limit. So all these small, minute questions will be asked in your interviews. So we will select February here. From 1st of February to 28th February, we want to 29th February, we want to extract the data. Now, what all things we want to extract? We want to extract bounce, clicks. We don't want to extract conversions. We want to extract opens. We want to extract sent. Our management has asked only to, extract specific data. It is asking include test sends also. If you want to include it, fine. If not, you can remove. So what all data our management has asked? Opens, clicks, sends, and bounces. 4 kind of tracking events they want. Bounces, clicks, opens, and send. 4 types of tracking event. We'll click on next option, and once we click on next option, we will click finish. Now again, this data extract will send data to Safehouse. What is the data which would be sent to Safehouse? The data which would be sent to Safehouse is this file. The data which would be sent to Safehouse is this file. So we will have a file transfer activity again. We'll click on choose option, create new file transfer activity. Move a file from Safehouse. Click next option. The name of the file which we have to move from Safehouse, it should be a .zip file. And where we have to send to SFTP export directory, click next, click finish. Save this automation and click on run once. Select all the activities, click run and run now. So once this automation starts, it will be exporting the data to the safe house, and then it will be exporting data to our SFTP account. So the data extract has been successful. Let's go and check our export folder by refreshing our SFTP. It is still connecting. So you see that fab tracking extract.zip file is present here. So what we will do now, we will drag and drop that file to our desktop. Once we drag and drop that file to our desktop, we have that fab tracking extract. Now extract all the files which are present in. So you see that 4 different files, bounce, clicks, opens and sends, are exported. So now this data is from February. This data is from February. We got a proof that data view would give only last 6 months of data, but this data we are getting from February 1st, February 1st 2024. Okay, February 3rd 2024. Similarly, you have other kind of data. You have opens as well. How many people have opened in Feb? How many people have clicked in Feb? Very less clicks. How many people have been bounced? Nothing has bounced. So guys, this is the custom data which we have fetched. So it answers your doubt. One time you guys asked if we have to trace back a campaign before 2 years, 3 years, what should we do? The option is tracking extract. Now till now we have seen 2 different ways to extract the tracking data. But there is one more way to do this by creating system generated reports. So Salesforce Marketing Cloud has also provided a capability to extract reports in predefined formats. That report can be fetched from Analytics Builder. From Analytics Builder, we have reports option. We can go to reports. Once we go to reports option, we have some predefined templates which you can use to fetch reports. So once you log into Analytics Builder, go to catalog, and inside this catalog you will see plenty of reports which are from Email Studio, Automation, Journey Builder and other activities. Suppose your management asks you to send accounts and summary report. Accounts and summary report contains every event which happened to an account. Our management has asked to send you an account, send summary report. So before you are working on fetching a tracking data, you should see if that report is already available with us or not. If it is only utilized for reporting purpose, sometimes you require tracking data for marketing automations, like we did fetch the number of opens and we identified how many people have opened to send them a next email. Now that data is required for marketing automation, but few data your management only requires just for performance analysis. So in that case, you should come first to Analytics Builder and see in the catalog if that kind of report is available or not. There are plenty of reports on Email Studio which are available. So just have an overview. So what is account send summary report? The account send summary report displays all potential responses counts for an account organized by send. So click on create. It is very simple to create. Click on create. Now here the trick is to have a date range. Here also custom range you can define. Okay, for suppose you want it for February, March, whatever it is. I want it for last 30 days. Generally at the end of the month your management asks you to send a report, which is the account send summary report, which is a holistic report generated for entire month's performance. Once you select the date range, you click on submit. Once you click on submit, you can email the report to your management. Define the name of this report, define the management's name, define the subject of report, and click on save option. So now it is saying that the report has been emailed successfully. Soon after 2-3 minutes, you will get that report delivered to your inbox. It takes some time, around 2-3 minutes it takes, but after 2-3 minutes it is delivered. So there are plenty of catalogs available inside the analytics builder, ranging from email studio reports, cloud pages reports, email performance by domain, by list, by all domains over time. Read the description and identify report is suitable for you. If that report is suitable for you, just go and click on create option, define the email address. There are plenty other reports as well, around 59 reports are there, so you can go and check them from the catalog. You can have a filter here on email related report, or cloud pages related report. There are smart capture forms we might have implemented inside the cloud page, and you want to understand how many people have submitted smart captures. So all those kind of reports are generally available for us. So now we got the account send summary report, which we send to our management via email. So we will download this report. Once we download this report, we will double click and we see that the entire account send summary for last 30 days. Details. Whatever details your management wants, you can fetch it and you can show to them. So 3 ways to get the tracking data out of Salesforce